We have an absolutely amazing opportunity ahead of us, but you need to execute it correctly. You need to have a solid strategy, because otherwise you are going to end up losing all of your money. We're of course going to talk about Movement Labs, well, the Move token that just got listed. And this is going to be my price prediction for Move and my personal strategy for trading Move, or well, Movement Labs. Let's talk about it. So it just got listed with a lot of hype, with a lot of trading volume, with a big market cap. A lot of people are interested in a project like this. It got instantly listed on multiple exchanges. And of course I have links down below to exchanges where I buy, hold and trade projects like this. Basically the exchanges with the lowest fees, links are down below. So in this video we have multiple things to cover. We have the project itself, we have the fact that not all tokens are in circulation, and we also have the fact that we don't know if the price is going to go up, down, sideways, backwards, and you don't know either. I do not want any of you guys to go out there and gamble on this project. Don't just randomly throw in your money and pray that it's going to go up, because I have a perfect example of where it doesn't happen like that, but you can still make 100x returns. We can start by talking about that so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's head over to TradingView. One of my favorite examples here. Let's talk about Sui. Sui was a project with a lot of hype. It was listed pretty much everywhere instantly, and so many people were waiting to trade it. But here is the thing. Okay, here we have the absolute best comparison to how people end up losing money when they FOMO into project, when they feel too much hype. Pretty much every single YouTuber out there were talking about this project. I'm of course talking about Sui, and we're hyping the shit out of this project. Look how high it pumped, and that is pretty much just the listing pump. Then as soon as the project got released into the wild and all the poor people running in to buy the project, they started buying the project and insiders started selling like absolute crazy. It was absolutely crazy for over 100 days of complete downtrend. And when we measure this here, most people bought up here. Everyone that was following the hype bought up here. And then they lost pretty much 70% of the money that they put in. They pretty much lost all of their money. I do not want any of you guys to end up losing all of your money on a project like this. So that is why I want to share my own personal strategy. We're of course also going to talk about the price prediction for Move, but I think the strategy is way more important, because so let's get to the strategy itself and how do you end up not losing your money. So what we did with Sui is that we actually trend trade the project. If you want a straight up guide to how I do this, I just released a guide. It's 18 minutes, just going straight to the point on how you can properly trade projects like this to have a high win rate, over 70% win rate. Now, most of you guys might just be sitting here thinking like, yes, Sui went down, but we have so many examples of projects pumping. And yes, that is the case. I'm glad you asked. We have Grass right here, a project that got listed that we traded absolutely flawlessly. Look at this here. It got listed. We didn't enter the project until we had a trend and we rode the trend up. Then we traded it on the downtrend and then on the new uptrend. Now it's in a downtrend again, making some perfect trades. You guys can see the proof that I put out all of these lines here way before the project actually played out. The 3 support and resistance lines here were put in perfectly here as well. You can see this $2 line here. It bounced beautifully on it. It broke out beautifully. The easiest trade of my life right here, this little breakout here. Solid confirmed downtrend over time, converted into a solid breakout, uptrend confirmation, breaking out, going in for a new all-time high. The thing is that you did not have to win and enter here in the beginning. You could perfectly trend trade here and make massive amounts of gains. So how much money did we actually make here? I post most of my trading updates here. I post most of the gains and the wins here as well. You can see GOAT here 50%, GOAT another 60% here. Absolutely massive trades. 50% Grass trade right here. And this is where we shorted right here. We made a massive trade, 50% gains. And we never had to gamble. We are not here to gamble, we're here to follow the strategy. In simple terms, how does the strategy work? I use basic technical analysis, the downtrend. I use the support and resistance level in combination with my custom trend trading indicator. I only enter with my trend trading indicator. And for those of you that don't know, this is a indicator that I developed over time using volumes over it's something I talk about in the long video. Go ahead and watch the video if you're interested. It's something I use as a tool to enter the market properly with roughly about 70% win rate. So just one final little thing here before we talk about the price predictions and how I'm gonna trade Move. Let's talk about my strategy in use. We have another project right here, RSR. I've talked about it on the YouTube channel, but most importantly, I have mentioned it here on the Patreon. Exactly when the project entered a downtrend, we put out a post on the Patreon for all the members on Patreon, and they got the notification that the project is in a downtrend. We entered it, I think it was this morning, and already we are at 16% profits. Don't mind the small numbers here. This is a secondary account for me just to be showing on YouTube. I don't want to show my real full numbers. I like to keep it all a little bit discreet. Basically a perfect entry, as you can see here on the graph. Absolutely glorious. So if you want the live updates, the live trading signals, and my own personal trades, then please go ahead and check out the Patreon. Now moving on to Move. This is what the graph looks like on Move. How are you supposed to trade this without gambling? Let's actually make a price prediction for Move. If it goes up, let's make a price prediction for Move if it goes down. And the only thing we can base this on is two things: market cap and 24-hour volume. That is what we're going to go ahead and base it on. So before moving on to the price prediction here for Move, how are we going to trade this? We wait for a trend to be confirmed. You can see the project just listed. It's not even been 4 hours. We are going to do the exact same thing we did for Grass, how we nailed all of these trades here perfectly. Let me take care of it for you. Subscribe on YouTube if you want the fastest possible updates. Go ahead and join the community over here on Patreon. So that's simply it. We gotta wait. We cannot be here gambling and losing our money. We are here to make money over time, compounding the gains from our trades over time into massive sums of money. So now the trading strategy is out of the way, and I hope you're staying tuned for the updates so we can trade this together and make as much money as possible. But now let's talk about the price prediction. We can see here that the project is actually on spot 202 with a market cap of roughly $1.5 billion, which is quite a bit of money. The 24-hour volume is 600 million and it just got listed. I think the 24-hour volume is going to go up a little bit more. But if it doesn't go up too much more, it actually means that the hype for the project is smaller than we thought. Usually when you see big movements of projects when they get listed, you have a 24-hour volume that gets way larger than the market cap itself. And when you look at the fully diluted market cap, 6.7 billion, this actually puts the project way up ahead. If we go onto the front page here, this would actually put the project on the front page. So this is what we're waiting for. We are waiting for Move to be put on the front page, and then it's gonna garner some real attention. It's gonna take a little while, but once it's there, we're gonna see how it's actually gonna move. I think, to be fair, taking this trading volume into account, taking the market cap and the fully diluted market cap, and if you take the 24-hour trading volume and the fully diluted market cap into account, I think in the short term we can see moves of up to 50%, maybe up to $1, $1.50. But if it garners a downtrend, then it's gonna go down. And then we could see it go down. I don't think it's going to go down too much. It's supported by Binance, but maybe a 50% downturn. But if I had to place my bets, if I had to place a trade right now, I would think it's going to go up. I think it could easily start growing and be put into like the top 70, top 80 or similar. Be looking at a market cap around where it's actually sitting right now. In order to get it higher, it needs to have a lot of hype. If we compare it to other projects like Grass, did a massive 3x pump here very easily for people to get in on. Let's look at Grass and compare. Grass with a market cap of 700 million, fully diluted market cap 2.8 million. Grass is half of Move, and the 24-hour trading volume is 1/4, meaning the trading volume to market cap ratio is lower for Grass, and of course that does put Grass in a downtrend. It's actually a very simple comparison because we can see the trading volume as interest for the project. If the 24-hour trading volume goes above 50% here in the next hours, I think we're actually going to see some upward momentum for Move, and that would be a fantastic thing to keep in mind for what is going to happen next. If things go up really fast, that's going to create an amazing opportunity for us to short the project, just like we did with Grass. Keep this in mind. We're not here to gamble random placements in the market and hope and pray it goes up. We trade the trend. When we were trading grass here and the project enters an uptrend, if it just keeps on going and goes for a 10x, then you're gonna be along for the ride. This just decides the entry and exit points. It's gonna be the exact same thing here for Move. It's just that we don't have any information on the graph itself. So if it goes really, really well for Move, I think we're gonna see like a 2 to 5x at the most with this project. If it goes more, then that's absolutely fantastic. We are gonna be there covering it, trading it, nailing the trades. If it pumps a little bit and then starts heading down, we are gonna short the shit out of it and make as much money as possible anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But if you want the actual price prediction, I think at most $5. Probably around $3 if it really gains momentum. If it's gonna dip into like $0.2 if it goes really, really bad. Somewhere in between. What does that tell you? It tells you that you cannot do your trades based on those numbers. It's just gambling. So for the love of God, don't just gamble. Make your strategy, backtest it. If you want to know how to properly make your own strategy, then please watch this video. But now the rant is over for Move. I'm gonna keep you guys up to date with how we're gonna trade this one. I'm gonna make YouTube videos and of course keep you guys up to date live here in the memberships. Thank you guys for watching. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. How are you gonna trade Move and where do you think it's heading next? Take care, good luck out there in the market. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.